Wonder if I'll be able to see the chat live or if it's gonna be shitty. Oh, now you just got real loud.
Oh, I don't know. Probably 'cause I was trying to light this thing. It's probably trying to pick up the sound on this damn lighter.
True.
But I did turn it down.
Bingo. This is gonna be the least attractive show we've done.
Well, if Stone Cold don't get on, we'll be okay.
Hey, that's all right, bro. Why is always police by your house, but you live in a good neighborhood?
Hey man, it's surrounding areas, man. What am I supposed to do?
Why is your background noise so loud?
Because I ain't talking. And probably because my mic is on
Nah,
this side.
it was
But
like
damn, it's not
like
batteries.
right before you tried to light the blunt, it was like dead quiet. All you could hear was you talking randomly, and you weren't even talking into the mic. Now it just shot up as loud as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
My batteries just shut out of my damn fucking mouse. This heart of mine. Oh, it's the pre-show.
Pre-show vibes, baby.
It's the pre-show, baby. Pre-show. It's the pre-show. Pre-show. It's the
Yep,
pre-show.
it's the motherfucker pre-show. Pre-show. Bro, like it's a fight tonight.
Mm. We should have said we're streaming the fight.
All right. It ain't now though. It ain't till 10 though. But yeah, it's what the name? Street Jesus fighting Kobe Covington.
Oh yeah, Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah,
I need Masvidal to go get that dub, man. Go beat MAGA. Go beat MAGA man.
yeah. He favored though. Uh,
Who is Covington or
yeah,
Masvidal?
nah, Kobe Covington.
Yeah, Masvidal won the last one though, because they fought before.
Did he?
I think I think they fought before, and Masvidal won if
Who
I'm not
that?
mistaken.
Who that? Dev. Shout out Dev. What's good, fam? We
Yo,
about to get started, y'all. We about to get started.
let's get some shares out.
Share the show. Share the show.
It's the pre-show.
Oh my.
We gonna share the show.
With the first pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson.
Duval, Bangum, Westside, Jayville, Duval, Hustle House, Frank Coley, he real. Duval, Bangum, Billy, Rankin, throw your D's in the air if you're from the Bangum. Duval, Duval, if you're from a city, holla. Duval, if you rep my city, holla. Duval, yeah boy, don't them youngins go hard. Swinging it on drop top, Chevy sitting too tall. Jaguar on my plate, on my feet, 2-8, 4-5 on my hip. Set a lame nigga straight.
We got the deep swell to go.
I can't even dethrone Garoppolo.
Welcome to the Teal podcast. I am your host, the high tech hooligan agent K. I'm rocking with the cannabis analyst agent Jay, and you can't see me.
No, they cannot.
Well, you can. That's me running right there, but you know what I'm saying?
It's the it's the blackest you ever been.
I mean, hey, listen, if you look close, you'll see that is actually me, because everybody know I'm black below the waist. So, and that's what it show. You know what I'm saying? So we good.
Sharing.
Share. As always, this show is brought to you by the good folks over at the Miller Creative Group.
MCG, our group of talented designers, can take your ideas and create something special. Been needing to wrap your vehicle to promote your business? Or maybe creating new business cards to stand out in your field? Maybe you're looking to create a memorable gift for a friend. Call us today and speak with a member of our staff and let us handle your vision so you can focus on what's important. Call 904-771-5855 or visit mcg247.com for more information.
mcg247.com for more information. God, I love Miller Creative Group, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to MCG, man.
Shout out to them boys. Day one since day one. So we're gonna get right into it. A whole lot has happened since our last show. And a whole lot's happened since Tuesday. If y'all haven't been tuning in on Tuesday, make sure you download the Relevant app. Shout out to Tommy McManus. And go ahead and subscribe to the Jaguars Fanatics vibe along with the Men and Teal podcast, UCF Jaguar, Tommy Mack, and the rest of the gang. And tune in on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time for Teal, Trenches, and Tacos at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, where we give you a quick little lunch rundown of whatever the fuck we feel like. This past week, we talked about whatever the fuck we wanted to. Shit, I forgot.
Was it EVP?
Yeah, it was EVP.
Or the lack thereof.
EVP. Right. So I guess, we can ride in with that, and then we can get to the real juicy shit. So it was announced by Shad Khan at the start of the week that he would be suspending the search for EVP. And this was met with a lot of frustration from a lot of fans.
He's a liar! He's a liar!
Yep, they said we knew it. This was Shad. He just tried to get us to shut up and accept the bulky thing, so he lied to us. And that's ridiculous. That's probably the craziest shit I've ever heard. Tony Khan came out last week and actually said that interviews had been taking place. Mm-hmm. And that goes to kind of what we had spoke on prior about free agency or anything from a hiring standpoint. Just because you haven't heard about it doesn't mean it's not happening. Mm-hmm. You hear what they want you to hear. Just because you didn't hear about the EVP interviews didn't mean they weren't taking place. That was the case, obviously, as Tony Khan said in his interview. But yeah, the suspension of the EVP hiring makes total sense. It is probably one of the better moves Shad Khan has made in his tenure, because if he was to hire an EVP at this point in time, it would ruin any sort of camaraderie that has been built inside that building. You're basically going to bring in a guy and put him in charge of two guys who have already been collaborating and working with staff in order to get ready for next season. Now, what if he comes in and his philosophy is completely different, or what he sees is completely different, or where he wants to go is completely different? This could cause way too many problems for a team that's trying to get out of trouble. Mm-hmm. So I think it makes total sense. What about you?
Same to me. Is like I said, just you start putting too many cooks in the kitchen, man. We gotta have one voice, one sound. And it's only been a few weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we hired the guy, I think, right? Well, since we hired Peterson, 2 weeks now, 3 maybe.
Yeah, it feels like just under a month.
So you don't really want to go back and like undo any of the good he's already done when it comes to talking to potential free agents, talking to their agents, talking to other teams, trying to work deals. Because at the end of the day, Peterson is a little more respected. Like I said, the people who didn't like Trent Baalke didn't nobody put a name to it.
Right.
That was really my biggest thing with the whole clown out and all that shit. It's just like, bro, y'all haven't heard nobody of real credibility can tell you anything. Like
Right.
you can talk about some guys who he said some things about some players, and guess what? People are right or wrong about players all the time. So if you
Right.
tell a guy, yeah, you're never going to make it in this league, and then they become a Super Bowl champion, then that doesn't mean that either one was wrong. I think it was a dude, Michael Robinson. It's like, bro, you weren't a good player. You ended up you were a decent player on a good championship football team.
Yeah,
Like,
he made the Pro Bowl as a special teamer, right?
yeah, like that's cool, but he wasn't wrong. You're not a superstar in this league. You're not a real Pro Bowler. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He said he's not a real Pro Bowler.
no,
Hey, don't do Mike Rob like that.
man, he'd be okay, man.
He said he's not a real Pro Bowler. Oh shit, that's great. That's great. Yeah, the thing is like, and I said this before, like Bulky hadn't done anything to be fired unless he was preventing us from getting the quality of coaches in which we were trying to get. And Doug Peterson was at the top of that list. Doug Peterson, Jim Caldwell's, Byron Leftwich, those guys. If he was going to prevent you from hiring one of those guys, then that's when, hey, get him the fuck out of here. If these coaches really don't want to work with him, get him the fuck out of here. Clearly, that's not the case because Doug Peterson is here and in full support of the no EVP move right now. So, yeah, obviously him and Bulky are fine together. How long will it last? We don't know. We don't know. If you come to me and say that you think it's going to fail because of his history, I can't argue that with you. But to sit here and say, that he should be gone right now because of things he had done in Jacksonville, that's just not the case. I saw somebody post something about him overseeing this roster for the last 2 seasons. No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
He's overseen the roster for 1 season. He had no input when he was hired. He was hired in like February of that year.
Yeah.
He wasn't making decisions. Dave Caldwell wasn't allowing this man to make decisions in his final year. No, sir. Not a chance. So he had nothing to do with that final draft, the C.J. Henderson, Caleb Von Chason draft. He did not. You can't put that on him. That goes on the GM who made those picks. The same GM who said he would have taken Caleb Von at 10.
Yeah.
That's who that draft falls on. That's who the roster falls on at that time. So no, what you have in front of you is what Trent Baalke has built at this point. And if we look at the free agency and we look at the draft, I can't be too disappointed. Shaq Griffin is a good player. Damian Wilson's a good player. Now, he's a free agent right now, but he's a good player. That was a good signing. Jamal Agnew, good player. Great player. I'm sorry. We're going to call it what it is. Great player. Roy Robinson Harris, okay player. Not bad. I want to say good, but then he's okay. I can't call Shaq Griffin a good player and then call him a good player. They're not on the same level. Shaq's much better. So then you got to look at his draft picks. Marvin Jones, good player. All that. Everybody, good. I don't like the Carlos Hyde thing now at this point. Carlos Hyde busted again when he came here. He did good in Seattle last year. Came back here, shit the bed again. Get Carlos Hyde the fuck out of here. But look at the draft picks. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne's yet to be seen, but we have expectations. Tyson Campbell appears to be one of the best picks that we've made in a while. Andre Cisco, Walker Little. I mean, all of these guys look like they are going to be premier players. So you can't be upset with what Trent Baalke has done thus far in Jacksonville. It just doesn't make sense. So we'll get that news out of here. That was done. We had to speak on it. Let's get to what everybody really want to talk about, and that's this motherfucking combine. What the fuck is in the water in Indianapolis, dog?
Shout out to my boy. The person who I've said all along should be the number one pick showed out today in the motherfucking workouts. I ain't even watched the workouts. I just saw the 40. Man, shout out to Big Jordan Davis, man. That motherfucker was flying.
You be that big and you running what are you running, 4.8? 4.87?
4.82, like a 4, but it's like an unofficial 4.78.
478, bro. Unofficial. Big Jordan Davis. What do he weigh in at? 360? 340?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my God. This dude is a mountain. He is a monster. And then he got to come out and say that he models his game after John Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
He says it in the interview.
You
Oh my
better.
God, bro.
You better. That's what I said. That's what I said. That motherfucker. I said, bro, that's a big ass. That's John Henderson.
Just take him. Just take him number one. Let's take my money. That's what it feels like. It's one of those moments. Just take my money.
Yeah.
Just take him. I don't even care.
While Aiden Hutchinson is walking around looking like Andrew Wingard.
Jesus Christ. The picture, Aiden Hutchinson walking through the hallway, he looked like a wide receiver. Like, in the granted, he was walking next to a lineman, but you was walking next to a guard, and you was looking mighty tiny there, big fella.
Mighty tiny.
I didn't like it.
I saw him running some of the damn
Did he
some
run the 40?
drill. I saw him run. I didn't see him run a 40. I saw him running doing like cone drills, like these little bag drills or whatever.
Yeah, how'd he look?
Okay, somebody went overhyped and was like, "Oh my god, look at him crushing these drills." He yelled out, "Psych!"
He ran the 40, 4.74. He barely faster than
D
Jordan
tackle.
Davis.
Yeah, then a fucking D tackle.
That boy, hold on. Aiden Hutchinson run a 4.74 40. Kayvon Thibodeau sits out on the drills. Thibodeau didn't run the 40?
I don't think so. I don't think he really do. Yeah, but look, think about it. John Henderson was 6'7", 335.
Yeah. They said Hutchinson delivers an eye-popping 40-yard dash at the combine. Is it fat? Let me watch it. Maybe it looks different live.
Not a 4.7. A 4.7 gonna look like a 4.7.
He looks, okay. He looks bigger. He looks bigger than his 40.
And these other drills I saw, he looked tiny.
He looks all right. Put it down. 4.75 unofficial. I don't know, man. Jordan Davis just looking like a freak.
Yeah.
He's looking like a freak. I know you can't take him number one, but golly, I wish you could. You can't take him number one because you don't need him.
I mean, shit. I feel like anybody needs. Like, I mean, I understand. You
He's not a
probably can't
sack
just
master.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is he's literally just a dominant ass run stopper. He's probably good. It's a great season if he gets you 4 sacks in a year. You just can't take that at number one, and it sucks. You can, however, trade back up into the first to get him, but with you not needing him,
Yeah.
with you having Devon Hamilton, with you having Malcolm Brown, it's really hard to justify giving up capital to move up to take him. I just don't see him doing it. But it's a heartbreaker.
Did you see the dumb shit somebody posted in one of those groups talking about we should cut Malcolm Brown, we should cut Brandon Linder, we should cut. There's like 5 people we should cut.
All to save $18 million.
Yeah, I said, bro, for $18 million,
Marvin Jones.
We have plenty of cap space. We don't need the other $18 million.
It was Marvin Jones. It was Marvin Jones, Malcolm Brown, Brandon Linder, and one other guy. And because I just can't take that shit seriously anymore. I can't understand
funny
it.
As hell. The hell?
I'm about to say it sound like your house sound like my house supposed to sound. Hey, but the thing is this, man. The combine is crazy this year because the numbers you are seeing these guys put up is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I have never seen this, and we talked about this previously with pro days last year. We said this is either the fastest wide receiving class we've ever seen, and this was at their pro days, or people are being a little friendly with the stopwatches at the pro days. But now we're at combines. We're at the combine, and we are seeing what appears to be the fastest wide receiver class we have ever seen. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wide receivers all running 4-4 or better. And that shit is mind-blowing. Now, granted, this was their unofficial time, so you can add a little more to it. But what I have, the list I have here comes from the unofficial times, and it was 10 guys, starting with Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor and ending with George fucking Pickens out of Georgia. It's a beautiful thing. But we can bring in to talk a little bit about his wide receiver stuff because we're gonna roast his ass a little bit because his wide receiver, he been big hyping to me since day one. Got me all hooked on the bandwagon. Out here testing like he in a special class. Give it up for Stone Cold Steve motherfucking Boston. The show just got a little bit uglier. What's going on, baby?
Oh, thanks for that.
Hey, look, I can't even be seen today, so,
Oh, man. You know what? I will say this. You know what? Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati, he did us white folk proud.
Boy, he was gone.
4.33, and he beat everybody in the vertical.
Deion said he could run. Oh, you can run.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You know what that means.
You know what that means. Let me go give him a hug.
Nah, man. Nah, the white boy can run, and he can jump, too.
Yeah, Alec Pierce would be nice. So where's he projected, though?
A lot of people say he's in the 3rd.
Okay, so we got a shot at him. So realistically now, Stone Cold, because you're the draft guy. This is your area of expertise here. I haven't seen a lick of the combine because I've been moving and working. I haven't had the time to do any of this. Robin said big ass Bill.
My wife has been a little iffy with me because I've been watching the combine. I've been taking over the TV and just watching it.
Yeah, It's about look, domestic violence over the remote coming. Sound like a country song. But
look, that's not dipping his lips. Stone Cold's wife, hey, you gonna get off this TV?
His ass.
You gonna get off this damn TV?
All right, so let me run down this list, Stone Cold. You tell me if you know where they're projected. All right. So let's start from the bottom. George Pickens.
Technically, they've had him at an early second.
Right.
Probably just because of the injury he had.
Okay.
Kind of hurt him.
Isaiah Weston.
Northern
Iowa.
I think he's a late 3rd.
All right. Wan'Dale Robinson out of Kentucky.
Mid-second, early 3rd.
Garrett Wilson.
1st.
Khalil Shakir out of Boise.
Late 2nd to mid-3rd. He's a gray area.
Bo Melton out of Rutgers.
You could probably get him in the 4th.
Danny Gray. SMU.
4th.
Alec Pierce.
The way he performed, he probably improved his stock. I'd probably say, mid-second, early 3rd, somewhere in there. He really improved his score, just outshining a lot of people.
How about Alec Austin, the 3rd out of Memphis?
He's probably mid-second. Depending, because I know he's kind of short.
Right.
Kind of depending.
Velus Jones out of Tennessee.
Probably early 3rd, mid-3rd, somewhere in there.
Christian Watson out of North Dakota State.
Early 2nd. He's right there with Pickens.
Ohio State, Chris Olave.
1st.
And then Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor.
Ooh, that boy is lightning in a bottle. Oh, man.
They had him in the 5th originally, right?
Yeah, he was a late round. He probably improved to maybe
I'm about to say a 4-2. A 4-2 drop will bring you up 2 to 3 rounds.
I was about to say I could see him going to the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd round.
I'd probably say 3rd round.
Yeah.
He just proved. Whoo.
So every single person you mentioned, we're gonna have a shout out outside of 2 of them.
Yeah.
And both of those guys played for the Ohio State University.
Yeah, besides those two guys, because those are going unless we do some sort of trade. I know 1010 was saying maybe find a way to get 2 of Philly's 3 first-round picks, and then you have a shot at getting 2 receivers. Because shout out to Hayes, Matt Hayes. He don't care. He wants to go receiver with that first pick. He is so dead set on. He doesn't care about anything else but getting a receiver, which, mind you, I understand, but still.
Man, fuck him. Because I just don't want my quarterback on the ground. We talked about this before. Hey.
I tell you what, man, Ike Ekwonu. Ooh. That big boy can move.
Yeah.
Can he move like Jordan Davis, though?
That surprised the hell out of me. Holy shit.
So, Coach, do you think that they shortened the 40-yard dash track? Do you think somebody mismeasured and it's actually maybe 38.2?
I don't know. It's kind of iffy for me because, like, before it was just the 40, but now, they're entering all that, 10-yard start, the 20-yard.
The splits, yeah.
Yeah, testing their explosiveness. But in a way, it kind of looked a little short to me. I wasn't 100% sure.
Things a little rigged. Call shenanigans.
Stone Cold, you cannot eyeball 40 yards on TV.
I'm saying, Jay, I'm calling shenanigans here.
I'm not.
Unless, like, all these big guys are getting a shit ton faster.
Bro, we've been fast, bro. I mean, I'm not 6'7", 330, but I was 6'4", 325, and I ran a sub 540.
That's a big boy, dog. That's
real explosive. Once he left that line, no offense, there's no way in hell he could stop on a dime. That's too much force going forward.
Yeah,
that's a large.
You see it in the game with him. That's why I tell people, I'm like, it's not just the sheer size. I'm watching him in the games. He's blowing whoever's in front of him, 1, 2, or 3 people most of the times. He's taking them with him, and he's freeing up everybody. Like
341 pounds, bro. Did he do the bench?
They have the full workout. I didn't look. I mean, we could put it up. I mean,
the guy who won out of the bench press out of the edge class he's like a late 3rd, early 4th rounder, maybe mid 4th. Mike Clemens out of Texas A&M, repping out. I think it was either 25 or 26.
Okay. How about Aiden Hutchinson looking like he plays safety, Stone Cold? Did you notice that little fella?
Yeah, he slimmed down. I think he might have lost because during the season he was about 270, so he lost about 10 pounds.
He looks small.
But
so does Evan Neal. Evan Neal looking a little too lean almost. I don't know. He looking a little too lean.
He lost weight.
He looking like a tight end.
I won't go that far, but
no, did you what? He's looking tight endish, bro. He's looking mighty tight endish.
He'll be one of the biggest damn tight ends ever.
I'm with it.
It's really instinctive.
Here he goes.
Yeah, that's a
hey, that boy got him out of there, man.
Yeah.
That's a big 2.
Moving. Holy
that
moly.
Deserves a nice round of applause from the fans here. They just watched somebody pushing 340 run a 4.82 unofficial time.
Look at that first couple steps.
I mean, you see it. They said the GPS numbers when the teams are using those numbers in the fall to give them an idea of how athletic.
We just saw a 340-plus pound man run what appears to be.
It was unofficial 4.82.
One of the fastest times we've ever seen. 4.82 is the unofficial time. We're hearing so many others around this building had him sub 4.8. The official times are coming soon. He's about to go on field drills. Let's check the tape. What do you got for me?
Yeah, if you think this athleticism is just something we're watching here in Indianapolis, you'd be wrong. You go back and look at the tape. We can show you exactly what Jordan Davis can do. We know he can sit in there and face double teams and anchor down with his power. But how about the quickness? The hand quickness here to win right off the snap, to get penetration and make plays on the other side of the line. The range laterally is ridiculous. When you run 4.8 at that.
All right. We might get cut. We can't do the whole thing.
I feel
We
you.
won. We won one away from losing the channel. I got the notification. I got the notification. We won away from losing the channel. Oh, that'll be terrible. I'll cry. I would cry in the car. But golly, he looked like he was moving.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, big boy can move.
360, 337. He did a 48-inch bar jump. Yeah.
That's big time. That's big time.
Power.
Let's see. Here we go. We got some benches here. This is what I was looking for. NFL scouting combine. Show me the bench press. What we got? What did Cardinal didn't? He didn't do it. He ain't do the bench press.
God damn!
I thought he liked to dominate the competition.
I know, but you know what? So my guy is actually at the combine. Johnny Bridgewater is at the combine. He owns that dope ass gym that I had lyric training in all the time that I sold you. And he's at the combine and he's working there, training cats and getting them warmed up, everything, doing all that. He's out there coaching. So apparently he's preaching if you're gonna run, you don't bench that same day. You do one or the other. Because what it does basically to your CNS, and it shocks you, and you're not able to give maximum effort on both on the same day. So that's why they did a whole article on it, and that he's I don't want to say influencing people to not do it, but yeah, definitely some issues.
My thing is because, bro, your bench press to me, I don't really give a fuck about what you can bench press when you play football. Like maybe some D linemen and some offensive linemen, but I really don't give a fuck how much you can bench press. Mm-hmm. Like, can you fucking tackle? Like, I don't need you. You don't have to. Bench pressing has nothing to do with wrapping up motherfucking knees and ankles and shit, or hitting motherfuckers running through people. Like, like you can't run and bench press. If you're fast enough, you go hit something hard enough, it's gonna fall. Like, I never really understood it. I understand you got to show like a feat of strength, but that's what I'm saying. The combine sometimes is just fucking trivial, bro. Just fucking a lot of this shit just fucking dumb. But I guess you gotta put your the prize what they say you gotta put your prize bucks on show.
Yeah, you got. I think back in the day, it was a little more important. You know, people were testing, and these tests made sense at that time. A lot of them now, because technology and the advances in sports science have come so far, I think that you're going to see the combine kind of get revised, and you're going to see some big changes made to it. Because really, the thought of, okay, how many times can a guy rep 225? It makes sense. Okay, we're looking for just overall endurance. You're looking for power, but really it's more so endurance. Mm-hmm. They're not maxing, they're not doing 1 rep maxes here. So it has its place, but if we really want to see, you could easily line these guys up, especially these linemen. You could line these guys up on a single man sled, get them in a 3-point stance, and have them take their first step and punch. And that sled could register the force of the punch. And that is far more telling than what their 225 is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if the offensive lineman, when they have all these little robot, they have all this shit you can do now, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I said, any kind of pressure. When that lineman, when he's dropping back when he dropped back in that passport, when he got to shoot his hands too, you can register that. You registering how quick he's getting off the ball anyway. You're going to, time that. That's the shit.
Right.
That's what I need to see. What's your get off on the ball to get to these, like, that's why I like the 3-cone drill or they have it's like a little, what's the drill?
The L drill.
Yeah, like the L drill for line.
L
Like,
drill and the 3-cone. Yeah.
that's like the perfect one for offense and with a 3-cone for both lines.
But I don't like either one of them though, because and the reason is the same reason I don't like the 40 is because if you can be, and we've seen it, you can be fast and you can just not be good at lining up in a sprinter stance and running a 40.
Yeah.
You could be incredibly quick, and you just may not have the right technique for that particular drill. Because if you go out and you run the 3-cone, and you're running that drill, and instead of reaching with the leg, let's say you're starting, let's say we're start right, and when you go right, you reach with the left hand and wind up turning your body, you've lost 0.x of a second, and then you turn back. If you're not touching from a distance, getting there, there's too many things that go into the technique of running the particular drill itself that are, you can kind of cheat it. And guys are training just for these drills, and that's when you're seeing it. You get a guy who comes in and he doesn't know. Well, they all know because they train for it, but he's just not good, rather, at lining up in a sprinter stance and running a 40-yard dash. That's going to affect his draft style. Look at Joe Hayden. Remember Joe Hayden's combine? Look at Tease Tabor.
Yeah.
Those guys, they're not that slow. I think Joe Hayden ran like a 4.6 something.
Oh, yeah, that was just – but he's a game – yeah, I mean, my thing is you watch the tape. My thing is watch the tape and look at the numbers, but when the numbers don't look – when the numbers just be like, damn, what the heck? But then you look at the tape and it's good, like you still get them because –
No, I mean, I don't even look at it like that because Jerry Rice ran a 4.7.
Yeah. These numbers are crazy, bro, like sometimes. But I think that's why I don't – personally, the combine can never hurt you in my eyes. For me, the combine will never hurt you. If I'm watching you run past guys on film, I know you're fast.
Yeah.
But it can help you. Because maybe I didn't know you were fast. Like, I didn't know Chris Olave was that fast, Stone Cold. I haven't watched a ton of Ohio State, but what I have seen, I didn't know he was a burner.
Yeah, he is. He's a burner.
Didn't know it. This is this the most burners ever assembled in a draft?
According to a lot of people, it's first time in quite a few years that you've had that many people get under 4.4.
Yeah,
10 people.
Yeah.
It's gotta
and then
be
you got – well, it's like, 6 running backs, right?
Yeah, that's crazy too. Did
So it has to be more than 10 people, I'm thinking.
Well, it's definitely more than 10. It's 10 receivers.
Okay, so 10 receivers, yeah, 6 running backs.
10 receivers, bro, by themselves.
And 6 running backs.
Did my man Malik not run the 40? Is he waiting until the pro day?
Malik Willis didn't. Only 2 people out of the quarterback class ran.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder ran.
Hold on, not just 2 people.
No, it was Desmond Ridder.
Kenny Pickett ran.
Kenny Pickett.
E.J. Perry ran.
Yeah, E.J. Perry and that one kid from Western Michigan.
Dustin Crum ran. Jack Cohn ran. Brock Purdy ran. Skylar Thompson ran. And Bailey Zapp ran. Who was the fastest out of them? That would be Desmond Ridder with his 4.52.
Oh, yeah, Desmond Ridder's a runner.
Yeah. Hey, that boy, they talking about
did Rambo run?
They're talking about him or Kenny Pickett to like Pittsburgh. They like well, that's what they just be talking.
Man, the biggest knock everybody has on Kenny Pickett is just his hands.
They're tiny.
The only one to have that small hands is Michael Vick.
Mm-hmm. He did all right.
Yeah.
Burks wasn't too bad. 4.55 is shocking though, but I think he's one of those guys. He just doesn't, he doesn't test well.
Well, that and in my opinion, like I was trying to make to everybody else, he's like Derrick Henry. Once he gets going, then he's gone.
Yeah.
Charleston Rambo ran a 4.57. Really?
I thought he ran faster than that.
No, it's 4.57. That's mind blowing. I definitely would have assumed that he was taken off.
Yeah,
Let's see
because
some of these benches for the linemen here.
I could probably watch
20,
it.
25 reps by Cam Jurgens, 24 by Abram Lucas. Icky did not bench. Any notable names who did bench?
I'll tell you what, Cam Jurgen is right up Jay's alley. Big old
Yeah.
corn-fed boy, grew up on the farm.
Yes, sir.
Makes his own beef jerky, too.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you know who we bet not draft? Listen, like I said, listen, bro. Obina Ize, tackle out of TCU. No, we're good, bro. My guy did 18 reps.
Ooh.
I ain't been at the gym in a little bit. I'm going tomorrow, Monday. I'm pretty sure I can bang out 18 reps right now. 18, bro?
Yeah,
that's not working, big dog.
I need at least 22, 20.
Yeah, you gotta hit 20. That should be the bench.
I think the thing with him is he's like me, just a long wingspan. So that's a lot more. You're bringing it down, and then you got to push it all the way back up. But yeah, I would have.
You preaching to the choir here, Stone Cold.
I would have expected more.
I hate it. I hate that. You preaching to the choir. I'm with you. But 18, bro. Alec Lindstrom had 25. Good for him. Ooh, Zion Johnson. Give me here, big sexy. The guard out of Boston College with the 32 piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need. I like it. Anybody beat that? Is that the most?
And I'll tell you another thing. Cam Jurgen was the fastest offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah?
That white boy. Oh, yeah.
Oof.
I think he ran like a 4.58.
Man, fuck that. I want
Or
Bill.
faster.
I want Bill Dunkel. Let me get Bill Dunkel just because I want to say that name on the show a lot. Bill Dunkel, guard out of San Diego State. He only got 25 reps, though. But still, Bill Dunkel. I like that. Your boy out of Georgia. Nope, that's UCLA. I thought it was Georgia. Where's my man's from Georgia?
I don't think Sawyer tested.
Really?
I know Schaefer was there.
I see Schaefer. He ain't benched, so fuck him.
All the boys from Georgia had a good 40.
Yeah, Schaefer ran a 5.14. Not bad for a guard.
Look, Georgia had another D line. Wyatt ran a 4.77, and then the DN ran a 4.51.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any other benches. Nah, they're not fucking with Buddy. Yeah, 32. That won the day. Yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. Snoop Conner, the running back out of Mississippi, put up 25 piece. Okay, you can't be out here putting up 18, big homie. Running back out here putting up 25 piece.
I think Damian Pierce did 21.
21, Damian Pierce. He ain't running 40 though. Why he ain't running 40 though?
He seems like a 4.5 guy. He's not super fast, but he's that guy that just runs up the middle and powers.
Yeah, he gonna get it at the pro day. You know he's coming.
Zamir White did pretty good in my opinion too. He's
James Cook with the 4.42.
Oh yeah, Dalvin Cook's little brother. Ooh.
Oh, Cookie.
I'll take him
right now.
I'll tell you what, wouldn't it be crazy if Minnesota took him as a third down back? Hey, it's the Cook brothers.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Especially, bro, you'll never know what's going to happen with Dalvin. He might have to miss some time next year.
Ain't no telling.
They definitely going to get another running back.
What you talking about? Why he got to miss some time? Because he might have to sit down?
I think he might have to sit down. Maybe like 4 games.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard nothing, but it's rare that they let shit like that just kind of just go. But I haven't heard nobody talk about it in a long time.
Oh man, did you hear the big power play by Washington trying to trade for Russell Wilson?
Washington?
Yeah. And Seahawks said no.
Nah, you can't trade him into the NFC.
Yeah, of course he said no, but I mean, if I'm the Commanders, hell yeah, I'm trying to get Russell Wilson. You get him out there with Terry, you get Terry McLaurin.
The only problem is I hear they want to go after Deshaun, but nobody wants to touch him until all this shit's settled.
Yeah, that's the tough shit with him. I mean, good thing we don't have to worry about that.
I mean, if there was a place to go, he might as well go to Washington. They've got so many internal problems, it's unfucking real.
Washington's struggling, man.
But their defense is gonna be back when Chase Young will be back next year, so their defense will be right back, I think.
But yeah, also crazy news. Stephen Ross from Miami, the owner, and Dan Snyder, they're gonna have a voters meeting. They might lose ownership of the teams. I wonder how that works. I mean, does somebody just like they talk to rich folk and try and buy the teams?
Yeah, they get the people. They get people to buy them out. So so all the like your misogyny and maybe racism, all that shit, it pays off. It's gonna be to the tune of like $2.6 billion or $4 or $5 billion. Someone's gonna have to pay a lot of money for it, but they'll probably I mean, shit. That boy Ross will put up. You gonna try to put something up, Jay-Z. They gonna get some people to put some money up. They'll try to get some. They're gonna try to get some black owners in there. So they probably gonna take this. They gonna sorry y'all guys. Y'all have to fall on the sword, man.
You know, once shot.
How does that work?
It's the same way they did with the Clippers. They made that motherfucker sell the team.
What if he says no?
It didn't matter. This is not a fucking democracy. Like it is a democracy. We the people, and you're outnumbered, and you gotta go. You gotta go.
I just wonder, like,
they forced them to. I'm just saying. I would guess it'd be the same thing like in the NBA. They forced Buddy to sell the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah, they have an owners meeting, then have a vote.
Yeah, they have a vote. And
yeah, but I just you know what I'm saying? What if he says no? Like, what happens?
You can't. It don't matter. You can't.
Yeah.
They're gonna say you violated. They're gonna say that you violated the terms of.
All the owners I think have agreements with the NFL.
Yeah,
sign contracts.
That's who the NFL is the owners, and they sign these contracts. Like I said, you have to be operating certain ways, and there's certain things that you can't. If they feel like you have, if you feel like you're operating outside of it, then like I said,
yeah. Roger Goodell sometimes takes that really seriously. If you disrespect the Shield, they'll kick you out.
Well, right, kick you out. That's what I'm asking. So if he says no,
if he can't, he said if he says no, the 30 other owners, because Green Bay doesn't have an owner, the 30 other owners say you gotta go. Then
he leaves. Then he just
then he has to.
Team.
Then he has.
That's what I'm saying. Then he just leaves with his team.
No. He has to sell the team.
I'm just saying.
You don't leave with your.
I gotta
team.
see. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I own it. Like it's mine, right? I own it. And I get what you're saying. I'm just wondering what would happen.
Buy it, and somebody's going to buy it, and we're gonna find suitable people to buy it.
Right.
And they're gonna write a check, and you're.
But what if I don't want it?
You're going to get cash. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, there is no choice.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but neither one of y'all are telling me that from a factual standpoint. Like, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a what if, and you telling me like you just have to. But what? Where does it say that? That's what I want to know.
It's on their contracts with Roger Goodell and the NFL.
All right, so quote it to me.
No, I can't quote it because
I
don't know the specific words. But no, it's just like ownership with the players. They put clauses in there. If you do something wrong,
I can cut
then they can cut you.
I can cut you, right? So you can cut me. That's what I'm saying. So
and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with ownership.
But making him sell his thing that he owns, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering how that works. Like if I own it and I purchased it with my money and I join you and you now say, well, what you have done is unbecoming of this entity, then I can either no longer be with your entity. I don't think you can force me to sell my what I own though. That's what I wonder.
Okay,
I just wonder.
NFL bylaws permit the league and teams owners the right to force the sale of a team if an owner is deemed to have engaged in conduct detrimental to the welfare of the league.
There we go. That's what I wanted. See? Jay found that in 60 seconds. Thank you. That's mind blowing to me.
But
That'd be the craziest thing ever.
What I was about to say is, Tony Khan, when Shad steps down, he's gonna have like a sports empire because he just bought out like Ring of Honor and whatnot. So he's gonna have like 3 wrestling companies, a soccer, and a football team. Shit, man.
I was just Birdie told me that he's gonna be selling that library to like HBO Max or something. That library he just inherited with Ring of Honor, or he just purchased rather. He's going to be able to combine that with his current AEW library.
Yeah.
Work out a deal with HBO Max.
Yeah.
Huh.
Bro, hey, Tony, hey, I'm telling you, bro, people tripping on Shaw, bro. Y'all, God, stop being short-minded, dog. Like, stop being short-minded, dog. The motherfucker who waiting in the wings to take over, bro, is there, and he's making his own moves out here, so y'all can know, so y'all can say, oh, so y'all can't just say, oh, it was daddy, oh, he just got handed the team to daddy. No, bro, he's shown and proved that he can build some things, dog.
Damn
and
right.
He's trying to continue that, so when he does take over, it's not even a question.
AEW is pretty much a better product than WWE, who's ran the wrestling network for decades. And he did it in 3 years.
Right.
Hey, bro. I mean, that's what happens when you and he forced WWE to pay Cody Rhodes. They had to they're pretty sure they had to drop the bag to get Cody Rhodes back.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Had to drop the bag. So shit, he just like, hey, come over here, man. Come get some money over here. If you want to go back over there, that's cool. We done built this shit up, bro. They're gonna have to pay you.
Right.
I already paid you some decent money, and because they didn't want to pay you, they figured, they told you that you weren't valuable to them. And we showed them that there was value still in you. You know what I'm saying? So we could do that for almost all y'all. Come on.
Right. Well, wrestling's
Shout
a
out
funny
to
business.
Well, it's the entertainment business now.
That's what football is. We were just talking about
it's
that
true.
the other day. So how fucking about steroids and shit. Hey, this is entertainment, man. Like,
speaking of, this is a good segue. I was listening to ESPN radio the other morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And all of a sudden, as my day goes on, Kellerman, Keyshawn, and Jay Will come on, which is a great show, by the way. Love those guys. Love them together. Great stuff. And they're talking about the baseball lockout, which thank God I don't fuck with baseball, so I don't have to worry about it. So they're talking about the baseball lockout, and apparently Keyshawn is a big Dodgers fan. Kellerman's a big Yankees fan. Jay Will, however, not a big baseball guy, but he said, I guess if I'm gonna root for somebody, I go for the Mets. Not like a diehard fan, but I fuck with the Mets. So they're talking or whatnot, and then Jay Will mentions how last night he was just at the house and he was watching baseball in the metaverse. I didn't know we were there yet. I didn't know that. I knew it was being talked about. I knew the thing had been mentioned and whatnot. And I knew that I've been seeing advertisements on my phone, on my YouTube videos, on everything for land in the metaverse. That you could buy land in the metaverse. which I thought was crazy, which led me, again, because I thought it was crazy because I didn't think we were there yet. And then he says this, and it blows my mind because, right, first of all, I said I didn't know we were there yet. But also then it got me thinking, what if the Jaguars sold season tickets in the metaverse to the games?
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold, would you buy season tickets to Jaguar games in the metaverse?
Probably.
I would too, because I don't live there. So since I'm not local right now, I would probably buy season tickets to metaverse Jags games.
See, the thing is, right now, like, chances are right now, well, not even chances, like, you can go to NBA games for free right now
In the metaverse?
Yeah.
And how do you do this? Is this you gotta have the Oculus?
Yeah, you gotta have the Oculus or something comparative to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so then it really got me thinking, because I know there's going to be some traditionalists out there who are anti-metaverse anything, and I understand that. But it really got me thinking about it. Think about the revenue that Shad Khan and company could make happen if they sold season tickets to the metaverse to Jacksonville Jaguars games.
Mm.
Not only that, you can literally go to like season tickets. I don't think would just be home games anymore. Like that could mean every single game.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You could do this, and then you could literally double your season ticket money as a franchise, because you're gonna pack the stadium traditionally, and then turn around and sell metaverse stadium out too.
I mean, it wouldn't be double because you're not going to be able to. It's going to be significantly cheaper for the metaverse tickets, but you can sell a lot of them because they are cheaper.
That's what I wonder as well. How many we could get? Obviously, that's going to be dependent on servers and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh man! Who's this guy?
Who's that peeking in
Yo,
my
yo.
window? Pow! Nobody now.
Oh, he had a sad face.
That's a good song. It's a good song,
What's
man.
up?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, Jimbo?
What's up? What's
What up,
up,
Jimbo?
fellas? Hey,
Welcome
long
to the show,
time
man.
no see everybody. What's up with your screen, man?
I wanted to show people me running the 40.
Oh,
Right.
No,
right. Okay.
He doesn't give a fuck about our podcast. That's all it is, man. He just said, "Fuck it."
Y'all ain't gonna give me too much. Y'all ain't gonna give me too much. It's a blessing that God got me here tonight. I almost felt. Never mind. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Bruh, that is the.
We're not gonna talk about it.
God.
We're not gonna talk
So
about
do
it.
you just not have your camera set up? Is that what it is?
I don't have a camera. That's all.
Like set up. You don't have the camera set up.
I don't have. I'm not on none of my stuff. I'm on like a different laptop. I'm using my game headset. I don't have the setup right now. First of all, y'all not listen. I'm running the fuck out of that 40.
Bruh, that is so. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's kind of racist. I don't know why, but that shit's kind of racist.
It's incredible.
I don't know why.
I'm running the fuck out of that 40.
Oh my god!
I ran a 4.21.
Bro, you look buff. You look buff right there.
I'm nice, but yeah. Look, hey, that was a few months back, baby. I was nice, boy. But yo, look, hold on, wait a minute. This picture this is an accurate picture. Let's not do this. Okay.
So you have a white head, white right arm.
Stone Cold. I'm black below the waist. Stone Cold.
But yet you got that left arm over there that seems to be a lot smaller than your right arm, and that seems to be black too.
Yeah, you know what, Stone Cold? I am a little, hey, I am a little buffer. I am a little buffer than Buddy Stone Cold. You right about that. Okay, you right. You caught me. You caught
Now,
me. I'm a little buffer.
you know what that looks like? Really? It's kind of like that Family Guy episode where Quagmire was gone for a week because he was yanking on porn that he didn't know existed.
Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff. Yeah, don't do that. That's accurate, bro. That's accurate. I don't know where our background went. I accidentally changed it. I'm trying to get it back. There, nope, that's not it.
Are you guys live?
Yeah, we
right
live.
now? Oh snap!
We just be
There's no
doing
comments
shit.
over here. Where's the comments?
There's comments.
Yeah, there's comments.
I can't see the comments.
We took away. We took your comment. We took your comment privileges away. After
Bro, you're lying.
After what happened last time.
I could see the comments.
What are you talking about?
You know.
We can't talk about it on air, man.
We can't talk
That's
about
crazy.
You know.
Hey, Jimbo, I haven't talked to you on air, man, in a long time, man.
Yo.
And I haven't, I haven't been
Puerto Rican.
I don't know, bro. Maybe because he's about to have a baby or something, bro, that we don't know about. But I definitely
listen.
But I did.
Listen, you guys would definitely know. But speak it up though, bro. Speak it up. You know what I'm saying? Talk that shit into existence. You feel me?
But I did want to congratulate you on air because my boy is engaged. Y'all shout out to Jimbo.
Hey. Yeah, I put a ring on it.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Now, the only thing that I am unaware of is like how did you propose? Because I don't know the story.
Look, bro, this is a football podcast about Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? No Jaguars were around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how my proposal could contribute.
Who was around? Who was
there were
around?
people. There was people around. There was people.
What kind of people?
I mean, different types of people. All shapes and sizes.
I'm fucking with you, Jimbo. But again, though, I definitely wanted to say congrats.
I mean, listen, if you really want to, I can tell you. I'll tell you the story. I don't care what my brother says. Fuck that dude.
Stone Cold, you ready for this? You ready for this, Stone Cold? We gonna see. Hey, we gonna see how real Stone Cold is. Because I'm telling you, listen, everybody who knows this story, who has agreed with me, probably wouldn't have agreed with me if it wasn't for me. They told you this shit, bro, because I said it first, and they was like, all right, well, shit, since he said it, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Because most people just hate for to say this shit. We're going to find out Stone Cold real. Go ahead, Jimbo. Tell everybody. Tell the world.
So long story short, man, I took my girl out to a restaurant that we never been to, and I was like, hey, Best Buy is across the street. I want to go over there and look at a printer for my mom. So we go over there. We're looking for printers, but really, see, Diamonds Direct is like right next to it. So I'm really trying to lead us over to Diamonds Direct. And so I'm like, hey, my mom also was saying something about some diamond earrings for Valentine's Day. So let's go over here and look. She's like, oh, okay. So we go over there and like we're looking at the earrings. Yo, by the way, diamond earrings are expensive as fuck. Like they wanted like $1,500 just for like one, not even for both of them, just for one of them. Like that shit was like crazy. Had shit for like $3,500. Yeah, that shit's expensive. So no diamond earrings. That's out. Out of there. So Anyway, we're like looking. I'm like, hey, check this out. Babe, do you know what your ring size is? And she's like, no. So I said, well, since we're here, can I go ahead and get your ring size? So when I go get the ring, which she already knows that I'm about to get, but not right this second, but she knows that, a ring's coming. One day. Right. So I'm like, can we get your ring size? She's like, okay, yeah. So get the ring size, find out what a ring size is. And I said, well, check this out. I kind of have an idea what type of ring I want to get you, but like I want your input. So we're looking at rings, and like we narrowed it down to 4, and the 4 becomes 2, and then 2 becomes 1. So she's like, "This the one?" I'm like, "That's the one." She says, "Yes," and she's like, "I'm like, you absolutely, you positive?" She's like, "Yes." So like we do this thing for like this TikTok thing, and I was like, "Can I get a you are?" And so she, "Oh yeah," in the store, and and then she like turns her head, and when she turns her head, I get down on one knee, and she looks back down at me, and I'm like, "So, will you marry me?" And she's like, "Yeah." That's it. It was very efficient.
It was very efficient.
It was very efficient. Yeah. I knocked a bunch of stuff out in one sitting.
Hey, I think that shit was playing. I feel like the shit was because whatever little inside jokes y'all have, that's for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's the best part of the whole story. Oh yeah.
But
how do you feel about that proposal?
Sounds like she knew it was coming, to be honest. But I mean, that could just be me. I mean, yeah, it is efficient. I mean, you obviously had a plan to work your way over to Diamonds Direct, and then all of a sudden,
was it a good plan, Stone Cold? Was that a memorable? Was that a good proposal, Stone Cold?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
6.
Hey,
I believe that's a little fair.
Good. I still think it was good, bro. I'll give it a 7.5, bro. I think Jimbo because don't you
do that shit now.
Because even on the
Jimbo,
phone,
we've been on the phone, but you know he bullshit.
I'm not because I even told you I was like, bro, I kind of like that shit, bro. And what it was, bro. The white people on the phone, bro, were just like, man, yeah, he didn't do it right, man. He could. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all.
The married people on the phone was like, no, he ain't do right, dog. That's what happened.
But to his point.
Yeah, but y'all all married.
People were white, so he's not wrong.
And y'all are all
married. The married people were white.
And they're all married to white women. So, like, come on, man.
Yeah. So what you're saying is black women have lesser standards. That's what you're saying, Jay.
No, it's like I said.
How is it less? Whoa, bro, you're tripping.
That's what I was just
You're tripping, bro.
That's what he just said.
You're tripping.
How?
That's what he just said.
The standard is when, like I said, that shit. That shit could have been like their love language. Like I said, I don't know, bro, because I don't know.
It was their love language. Like that was the best part.
Exactly, and that's what's going to be memorable is being in a jewelry store. Oh yeah,
you took your girl to the store and asked the man. You took your girl to the store. You got her ring size in that store. You had her pick her ring out, and then you grabbed it and asked her to marry you in the store after she did all that.
Correct.
See, I feel like you're hanging up on all the small things.
Yeah,
those are the small things.
Yeah, the big.
You took out like the romance.
They went to dinner that night.
They went to lunch. It was lunch. See, don't tell the story.
Early dinner.
It was lunch.
Early supper.
Supper. Now they go to supper. You don't even eat supper.
It was dinner. Not lunch, but not dinner.
But like I said, an early
now
supper.
You call it old. He called my brother old.
He is old. He got the grades, man. He is distinguished. He's a distinguished gentleman, man. And my dog say, "Look, we can get it all done tonight." And they got it in, bro. He set her up. She really thought they was going to look at some earrings, man.
She really did. She really did. And listen, I rolled the dice, you know what I'm saying? Because like I didn't know how much that ring cost. You know what I'm saying? So I rolled the dice too now. And check this out. It was double what like I originally intended to spend.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So and the thing is like I had to get it.
Yeah.
Like I was committed, like so no matter what it was, like I had to get it, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So like, whew. I mean, listen, that shit was expensive as fuck though. But still, it was like I could bear that though. You feel me? I got good credit. So hey, so I can bear it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay that bitch off. You feel me?
I mean, hell, I took my wife to dinner, get seafood. We went over to the river because it was right there, and sat down for a little while at the bench, and I proposed right there. So.
At the river.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like an old Stone Cold. Did you have dip in your mouth when you proposed?
Nope.
Hell nah. He had no dip that whole day. He knew what time it was. He wanted her to say yes. You know what I'm saying? He might not have dipped that whole day. Oh,
good for you. I'm proud.
Bro, I know that's right, John.
But yeah, man.
I already know that, bro.
But yeah, man, we can get back to football, man. I definitely want to give. I definitely want to give my man. I definitely want to give our man a shout out, man, on the platform. Man.
Yeah, I've been married 5 years, so welcome to the club.
Yeah.
You saw Jordan Davis, Jimbo?
Man, listen. Obviously, bro has not
efficient as fuck.
Yes,
he was, and like I know we don't need it right this second, but fuck it, man. Jordan Davis for the #1 pick. Fuck that shit. Fuck
it.
Look, hey. Like I tell everybody, all will be revealed. All will be revealed what they do in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
If they shore up the offensive line in free agents, whatever happens with that #1 pick.
Yeah.
Whatever happens.
I'm telling you.
But I will say this, like Ike Ekwonu, his stock has risen. And another thing is, and a lot of people want to say no, Evan Neal. I know K will, but he's kind of evened out a little bit. He just wants somebody to be good and everything like that. But Ike Ekwonu fits our scheme. Peterson runs the zone, and that's all he's ever played. And clearly he could show he can move for being that big.
Ike Ekwonu.
And
he looked like a dog, bro. He looked like he got that dog in him.
Did you listen to the interview they had with his coach on primetime?
Yeah. I heard it.
He was they couldn't stop bragging how aggressive he is.
Yeah, how much a dog he is,
and how mean he could be. Like he'll finish you, push you to the ground, and laugh at you.
Yeah, nah, and I heard some of his pressers too. He was just like, yeah, you know, I just like to enforce.
All the confidence in the world.
Yeah, I mean, and as he should. I mean, these are
What school is he from?
NC State.
NC State.
Yeah.
He's from the Wolfpack, man.
Wolfpack.
Kid's nasty. Kid's nasty too, bro. Like, to me, I don't give a fuck who. I've always been a proponent of. I don't care who we pick at that spot. I would just prefer it be. I would prefer it be somebody to help me protect Trevor Lawrence, and if it's not going to be that, go get me a receiver.
But they're not going to get a receiver at 1.
Yeah, I just think you just get the best player. You know what I'm saying? Like we have so many different holes to fill.
Well,
if you're not going to move out, just put whoever you have on your board that you consider to be the best player in the draft, no matter what position.
That's the
You know
thing,
what I'm
though.
saying?
Everybody's like, no, we want the offensive lineman, but like literally, like you said, if this team goes best player available, according to everybody, and I mean, it's not just a few or whatever, everybody, best player in this draft, Aiden Hutchinson. He is number one on pretty much everybody's board.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're a defensive lineman and Jordan Davis won every lineman award, if it was for defensive lineman or if it was a combination of offense and defensive lineman, he won that shit. So it's like there is a lot to be concerned about with Aiden Hutchinson, bro. Why is he walking around looking like a safety, wide receiver? Like that
He
isn't
little, bro.
He looks
He look
small.
little to me,
He
dog.
looks small, bro. Like how the fuck is he supposed to be getting off the edge?
Yeah, he looked little.
He was doing it all year.
I know.
Yeah, until he played against 300-pounders.
Listen. Well, he played against 300 pounds all year, but he did get stonewalled and he got his ass whooped in the Georgia game. But the real thing that I have an issue with, and this is after doing a little bit of a dive, because again, not a big college guy. Why the fuck? Maybe Stone Cold can explain it to me. Why on earth would I even consider taking Kayvon Thibodeau anywhere in the top half of this draft?
I wouldn't. A lot of his issues stem from, and everybody is saying it too. He's one of those players that takes plays off, doesn't give 100% all the time.
He's never even had a 10-sack season.
That too. Plus,
he played in the Pac-12.
Exactly. But also, have you heard some of his interviews?
Talks like he's that dude.
Yeah, he talks like he's that dude saying, I want to go to a big market to expand my brand. It's like,
yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, shit. Taking plays off in college sometimes preserve you. I mean, the thing is, he had dealt with injuries and stuff too, right?
Last year he did. But also he compared himself to Jadeveon Clowney 2.0.
Yeah.
Who they accused of taking plays off, but I mean, shit, Jadeveon Clowney probably could have not played his last year and still got drafted at number one.
Yeah, but I'm saying with the numbers that Kayvon has put up, nothing that he has done in college football makes him a top of the first round pick.
Now, everybody was way behind him because of his potential. Like he has a high ceiling, but the way he acts and talks and everything, it's like, I don't know. It sounds like he doesn't want to give the effort.
He played for 3 years, dog. You played for 3 years and you did it better. What are we talking about? Potential? I don't understand.
Well, that everybody's biggest thing. He has a high ceiling. He has a high ceiling. He has a higher ceiling than everybody else. It's like, but apparently he doesn't want to reach that.
I mean, Jadeveon Clowney only had one double-digit sack in college.
But he had one. At least he had one.
But then he had 8, and then he had 3.
Oh yeah, but he had one. This guy's had a 9-sack season. That's his best season.
How many sacks did he have in 3 years?
9, 3, and 4 or 6.
Okay, I'm just asking.
It's like 9, 3, and
16.
9, 3, and 6.
Okay, so like 16.
And Aiden Hutchinson took a year off because of COVID.
Yeah.
And
he had 14 last year.
Yeah, and everybody forgets.
And he's playing in the Big Ten.
That and I believe I've mentioned it before on this channel. Like he was recruited as a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
He played inside, and then he lost the weight when they switched coordinators to go outside, and he flourished.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think he played phenomenally.
because he had
the Thibodeau thing blows my mind, bro.
Yeah.
Just because when I looked at his stat, I thought he had like a 13 sack season.
No.
And then when I looked, I saw and I was like, wait, what? You've never even sniffed double digits?
I can consider Trevon Walker from Georgia, Jermaine Johnson.
I would say I'll be taking Jermaine Johnson at one before I took this dude.
Ajabo, I can consider them better than him.
But I remember going into this season, and I could be mistaken, but I remember going into this season, and I was being told by all of the college football gurus that Kayvon Thibodeau was going to be the number 1 overall pick this year.
Oh, yeah. Going into the season, he was considered the number 1. Didn't play
and then
like
he shit the bed.
Yeah. It's just like everybody else, all these other edge rushers outshined him.
And he's still talking.
Jermaine Johnson, I think he's better than him. Trevon Walker,
he looks it.
So, I mean, that's the thing about, so even with Thibodeau, with him not getting no sacks, I mean, if you look at his numbers, just the overall numbers, outside, just no sack, not the sacks.
Right.
Everything else is like exactly the same as Jadeveon Clowney. The number of solo tackles, the number of total tackles, a little less tackles for loss. I mean, the numbers are somewhat similar. Just because you don't get the sack doesn't mean you know how to get. Like I said, you do really have to watch the tape, because if you're getting pressures, they don't count them as sacks. But if you're getting a really good pressure, or you're taking on double teams and the team gets a sack, you don't really get credit for that. But so I think you would have to watch and see some tape to see like some of his complementary plays, but the other numbers are similar, and we know what Jadeveon Clowney was in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a tackle. Like, the kid gets a lot of tackles, regardless of if he's not getting sacks or not. Last year, he had 12 tackles for a loss and 49 tackles, which is his highest total. That put him at 126 for 3 years. Jadeveon Clowney had 129 for 3 years total tackles.
Right,
but he had 47 tackles for a loss for his career, and he had 35 and a half. So Clowney was getting back there a little more, but
Clowney played at
South Carolina.
Yeah.
So, you little Gamecock.
South Carolina plays in the MAC.
No, they're playing the SEC.
South Carolina.
Oh, they're playing the SEC. Okay. No, I'm not saying it against what you said. I'm just saying
he was being facetious. He was being facetious. That's what he was doing. We can't tell, bro, because we can't see your face. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't answer that question because I knew it. I knew what he was
my
saying.
face, first of all. My face is right there running at 40. Calm down. Listen, bro.
That's appropriation, bro. Just telling you.
What? No, I'm appropriately running at 40 is what I'm doing.
Shout out to Zach.
So you have toothpick legs.
I mean, I skip leg day.
We got shout out to Miguel's in the building.
Yo.
Josh Stewart says, "What's with the Malik Willis hype?" Oh, have you not watched?
Did you watch him?
No. Watch the game. Watch the game highlights. Like
I've never watched the game highlight. I just watched that one throw.
Yeah.
Combine, and I was like, "Yo, he's the real deal." That's all I needed to see.
When we end this, bro, I'm gonna pull up. I just want to pull up his career highlights where we'll watch him, bro. I tell you, when I saw him last year during like the action, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was watching the Liberty game. I'm like, "Bro, Liberty is Coastal Carolina." I was like, "Bro, these kids are out here." I said, "Whoever this Willis kid is hooping." And I told you about the shit. I was like, "Bro, this kid just threw like a whole bunch of yards. Like I'm talking about dots, 50 yards out on the run, running to the sideline, throwing 30 yards on the dot, like killing." Then I was like, "Then next time I see Liberty play, I watch it, killing that shit again, running that shit too, like fucking having 100 yards rushing with 275 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and one on the ground, crazy shit like that." I'm like, "Bro, this kid," and did it all last year, did it this past year too. Bro,
He's the opposite of Lamar Jackson, meaning he can run, but he prefers throwing the ball.
He would much rather
I
throw the
just,
ball, and he can
I think,
throw the ball.
Yeah.
I think somebody made a good point though, man. I don't know why he left, but bro,
But Bo Nix because they gave the job to Bo Nix.
Yeah, they gave the job to Bo.
But that's what I'm saying. But bro, you can't beat out Bo Nix. Bo Nix is not a good quarterback.
Hold on. It's politics though.
Do you know Bo Nix is
Burrow left.
Ohio State.
Yeah, he couldn't beat out your boy, who's a third string quarterback in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, but he was a national championship winner in college.
But
Ohio State was a
that same comp though. He couldn't beat out the guy in front of him. He went to LSU, who didn't have a quarterback.
But you're saying somebody who won a national championship couldn't beat out somebody who won a national championship. Think about what you're saying. Do you have two quarterbacks?
Politics, though, is my point. You don't win a national championship by yourself.
No,
Ohio
but I'm
State
just
didn't
saying.
win a national championship just because of Dwayne Haskins.
Listen, no, that's not what I'm saying.
He wasn't going to get that job there, and it was clear that this is the direction they were going. It's not always about can you beat them out or not. A lot of times it's, hey, we have our guy already, and you're not even going to get a chance to beat him out.
Yeah,
no matter what you do.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and Bo Nix.
You're right.
Like,
It's
and
different.
Bo Nix is like legacy too. There, he got family that go like he was there. He stayed there. He was there for 2 years, and when he got in the games, he played well. When he got in the games, nothing you could do about. They had him the starter, bro. It was a white boy that's 6'6". He's 6'2", bro. They had a 6'6" white boy who could run and throw the ball. Yeah, they started Bo Nix. Like it's not that hard to see what was going on over there, bro. But the thing is,
I'm just saying.
But the thing is, he's not. Believe was 6'1.5", 200-something pounds. All those big SEC schools weren't beating down his door to come. Other SECs to come or just beating down his door, bro. So he went where he knew he could go play at, and he dominated his competition wherever he was at. At the end of the day, I got to be able to see you make throws, dog. And if you can make the throws, then that's all that really matters. Now, and look, Josh just said he takes too many sacks. Yeah, but look at his line. He had a Liberty line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that pressure is like over there. He took some hits, but he also ran for a lot of fucking yards. So he got up out of them sacks too, a lot of them times too. He broke a lot of tackles. When he was throwing touchdowns, he was breaking tackles and throwing the ball. So it's like
when I hear it takes a lot of sacks, it's funny because sacks can definitely fall on a quarterback, and lack of sacks can also be because of the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about that numerous times with Trevor. But when I hear, he gets sacked a lot, my first thought isn't, man, he holds the ball too long. That's not where my mind goes.
Well, that's what Trevor's small problem was this year. He held the ball a little long. But mind you, our receivers couldn't get open.
Right, but he's also the reason why the line didn't have as many sacks labeled to them as they should have.
Right, and he started holding the ball after the 7th pick, the 8th pick, 9th pick, something like that.
Yeah,
that's when he started to become, and I think that's when the sacks started to they didn't ratchet up because obviously we didn't give up a hell of a lot of sacks, but.
He started getting rid of the ball quicker. He started getting rid of the ball quicker around week 7 or 8 anyway. So
he started just chucking that thing. After he hit 12 picks, he was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, but I'm saying when he hit 7,
that's
7 or
when he
9,
was trying to slow it down.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, what do you guys think about the Amari Cooper news?
Get him. Maybe.
Supposedly.
I'll give him 15 million. If they cut him, I'll give him 15.
Yeah, I would much rather them cut him and us sign him than
trade. No trade.
I mean, I
would,
but
I don't want to pay $20 million over
there. I don't want to pay him that, but I will today. I will trade a 6th-round pick for Amari Cooper today. Yes.
And a restructure. Yeah, we got to restructure.
Yeah, he doesn't play up to that $20 million.
Yeah,
we sign no. Hey, you sign up. We trade him and we get a restructure. We give him a chunk of cash up front and let's
right.
go.
Yes, that's what they're gonna do. He's gonna get his $20 million, but he's about to get it as a signing bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna do. That's what
He's
would happen.
He's just not gonna get $20 million next year.
Nah. But next year he's got zero debt on the dead cap, so it's nothing. So basically, you have the choice to stick with him or just cut him if it doesn't work. And all you lost was a 6th round pick.
See, but it's funny how Jerry Jones wants to cut Amari Cooper, but yeah, he won't cut Ezekiel Elliott.
Zeke, golly, boy,
he better not.
His love for Zeke is wild.
He overpaid Zeke, big time. When he has gone downhill.
I don't believe the NFL player. Even though sometimes I say like that's a lot of money. I don't believe the NFL players can be overpaid.
What do you mean? Why?
I
think anybody could be overpaid.
I wasn't finna say nothing. I'm not even about to get into this conversation.
Like anybody can be overpaid.
Yeah,
crazy shit I ever heard.
I can tell you some people at my job that make way more money than me and are not qualified. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said the NFL, bro. It depends. If they give you a certain amount of money, then I would figure you bring some kind of value to that organization. 1 and then 2, bro, you're playing football. Like this ain't us going to work. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a regular job.
But it's going to work for them though. Yeah, and it's like that's what separates football from like basketball and baseball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like guaranteed money is guaranteed money. Like
the any given play that you can die and then you don't have guaranteed money.
No, that's in football. In baseball. In baseball and basketball, that's yours. You go out there and play for 1 second and get hurt, and you pay.
So that's what I said. I don't think you can overpay NFL players because especially because normally you're never going to see all of the money on your contract because the team's going to do weird shit and they can fucking cut you and shit. So just like Amari Cooper, he signed that big ass contract. He's not going to get $40 million of that goddamn contract. So what the fuck was the contract he signed the contract for? He signed the contract for what, $80 million? He's only got 40.
Yeah, but you don't know what was like incentives and bonuses and shit, bro. Like
no, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The contract said $80 million.
Yeah, but that's with all that stuff rolled into one, bro. Like it's not 80 million then plus this. It's 80 million and structured like this. This is how you get the full 80 million.
The thing with Ezekiel Elliott, his cap hit this year is 18 mil.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
He's terrible. Because he signed a 6-year, $90 million.
Yep.
He hasn't been good in years. Him, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley.
Well, Christian McCaffrey, the problem is he was such a workhorse. The tires are starting to go flat.
He's injured.
Yeah, he's injury prone now.
And my bad, 5-year, $100 million. So he signed a $100 million contract.
But you also got to figure Carolina's offense ran through Christian.
And they're going to cut him. And they're going to cut him after he got 30. After he got 34. If they cut him.
Yeah.
But they have they have a potential out after 2022 anyway.
Yeah, Jerry Jones put a potential out in 23, so they'd have to pay him this year.
Talking for Ezekiel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Christian McCaffrey, I mean, I could understand you paying him just because your offense ran through him. Whether it was running the ball or receiving the ball, he was it. He was your offense.
Uh-huh.
Zeke, besides his rookie year, he's just gone downhill. He's gotten fat. I mean, he kind of slimmed down a little bit last year, but like he showed up with his gut coming out and everything like that. Ugh.
Yeah. Jesus. What the fuck?
Hey, Ken. Josh asked, did Bortles get overpaid?
Yes.
Who he asking me?
He's just asked. He's asking the.
Nah,
He's
Bortles didn't get
asking the show.
overpaid.
His second contract, I believe.
No, he
so.
didn't. How the fuck did he get overpaid? He just
He got
took you to
$3 million.
AFC game. No, he didn't get. No, he didn't get $3 million. He got like $21 million. He was paid like $21 million a year. That's middle of the line quarterback money. Ryan Tannehill's making over $25 million a year. He was like the 20th ranked quarterback in the NFL at that time, 19th ranked quarterback in the league. He got paid middle of the road quarterback money.
He got $3 million added to his contract on the extension, man.
Oh, okay.
On the new contract. And that's all I'm saying. He got $3 million. That's it, bro.
He was making 21 or 22 million.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So at 21, $22 million a year, that is average quarterback money. That's middle of the road quarterback money. That's what he was making. No, he didn't get overpaid. And I'm not even about to answer another Josh Stewart question, because Josh Stewart just said Linder is overpaid. And Linder is a top 5 center in the National Football League. How the fuck is a top 5 player in his position overpaid? And you're about to put you're typing right now as I said. You're starting to type. I see your fucking fingers going, and you're about to say, but he's injured. But injured. I don't give a fuck if he's injured. Sometimes he's still top
Backspace.
5.
Backspace.
He's still top 5 in his position. He's not overpaid, bro. Fuck. All right, y'all go back to talking about that. Whatever the hell Jay was talking about. That shit.
Well, no, he got a.
Well, I do know they're most likely drafting Linder's replacement.
Probably, yeah.
I'm about to say
because they talked to that guy from Kentucky, Luke Faulkner or something like that. I forget his last name.
And that boy Blake did cash out though. They gave that motherfucker $20 million for 18.
Yeah, but that's what he's supposed to get.
Ooh, he cashed out, boy. But I mean, he got 5, but he took all that money up front because the next year he only got 5.
You supposed to? No, wait, hold on.
I'm looking at his career earnings.
Yeah, he only got 5 because he was cut. They paid him the rest of the contract he had guaranteed.
Yeah.
So no, he was his yearly salary would have been 20 whatever.
20. I'm not looking at the contract. I'm just looking at his career earnings.
So his yearly would have been 20, which is average quarterback money.
And
like, you got to remember we're talking about quarterbacks here, bro. And I think what Jimbo was saying he got $3 million more because you remember we picked up the 5th-year option. Mm-hmm. So his 5th-year option would have placed him upwards of $17 million around there. So yes, his salary only increased by $3 million on average from the 5th year. Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying. So yeah. No, Bortles wasn't overpaid. That's why the whole thought of we paid Bortles. We really didn't pay Bortles that much, bro.
My boy got 40. Hey, shout out to Blake, man. My boy made 48 M's, man.
Go ahead, go get it.
Hey, shout out to Blake, man. God damn.
Jeremy said, should we pick up a wide receiver in free agency or wait till the draft? We doing both.
Do both.
Josh Stewart said both. Exactly, Josh. We're doing both, bro. We're doing both.
Balky
so now you agree with Josh. Now you and Josh
hold on.
are in agreement.
Don't do that to Josh.
Nah, but even Balky said both at the combine when they interviewed him.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want peace, man. I just want peace and love to all my Jaguar fans out there.
Hey, shout out to the Ukraine. Fuck Russia. All that.
Fuck Putin. But that video is hilarious. I don't know if I sent y'all that shit, but that shit is hilarious.
Nah, you ain't
I don't like to get political just because normally I don't give 2 shits, but I miss Trump.
You would think he would have bombed him already or something?
Probably. Or at least made a threat. In my opinion, yeah, Trump is a dumb idiot. Don't get me wrong. But he didn't let anybody tell him what to do. I mean, half the time it seemed like he tried to play Reagan.
Listen.
And the world was terrified of Reagan.
Listen, I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this, man. If motherfuckers would go over and help Ukraine, bro, they would have been over there helping Ukraine. It's not about that shit. They don't give a fuck about Ukraine. The fact of the matter is they care about that money.
Yeah,
that's why everybody's hollering about these sanctions and all this other shit. And Putin's like, fuck it, I'm going to pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to, and I know you're not because you guys owe my homeboy China over here a lot of money. So yeah, you need this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money, dog. And war costs money. Like people don't realize that shit. Like war costs money. You know, and we owe a lot of money. So nah, fuck that. They don't care about Ukraine, bro. If they did, they'd be over there.
First
You
of all,
feel
they
me?
need to send.
They cared about the people of the Afghani people, right? Go over there to help liberate them, right?
Bruh,
Did take them long to get over there, did it?
you
Come
need to
on,
send.
man.
They need to send Ezekiel Elliott ass over there to fight in the Ukraine. What they need to do. That's what they need to do. Send Zeke to the Ukraine.
I want to say something though. Did you hear the story with Traylon Burks? They were telling.
What
story?
Which one?
They were saying this kid's a real down home country boy. Got all that, man. He went out with his great grandparents out there hunting hogs and did it barehanded with a knife. So he was chasing warhogs with a knife.
I mean, bruh, he go to Arkansas, bruh.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Small town of 5,000.
You go to Arkansas, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
chasing warhogs.
We love
with a
you
knife.
too, Jeremy. We love you too, Jeremy.
So
shout out, Jeremy.
Was that it? Was that it, Stone Cold?
That was the story.
That was the story.
Yeah, they were just telling the
That was
story of
lame,
like
bro.
this guy's for real because
Listen,
he's chasing and killing warthogs with a knife, not a gun.
Yeah, that wasn't that good, Stone Cold. That was like a proposal I've heard before. That shit was kind of whack.
No, because that story wasn't even efficient, bro. So
I wasn't trying to make it efficient. I'm just actually
you see what I'm saying? You see, he just admitted it. He wasn't even trying to make it efficient. He didn't even try.
I got a
proposal. You see?
No, I was just repeating what they said at the combine. That's it.
That's it.
Oh man.
Hey, Stone Cold, are you going to the Hall of Fame game? Or are you bitching out?
I'm trying.
What you trying? What do you mean you trying? Did you start your new boat job?
Not yet, but no. The thing is, just trying to set up vacation with her, trying to get everything to match up so we can go.
Oh, he said we.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't want to hear. Hey, Stone Cold, don't let him try you with that weed part shit. Because we're not going to the draft now because of weed.
That's not why. We're not going to the draft because I'm going to the Hall of Fame instead.
We're supposed to be going to both.
That's just not realistic, though, bro.
Basically, Mrs. K gave him a choice.
Because he can't go to Vegas. He can't go to Vegas dolo.
Okay.
He has to bring the whole family. He has to bring the whole family. Like I said, with the weed.
You and I both know. You and I both know that that's an acceptable thing.
Well, look at.
There's a very good reason why I'm not allowed to go to Vegas by myself.
Bro, I'm the voice of reason, though.
Well, my acceptable story for we is because she's from Ohio, and her family is about an hour away from Canton.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like it's going to be a cheap trip, y'all. What does your wife do? Is she a nurse?
No, she's a bank manager.
Oh, shit. Oh, you got a pretend job. Hey, that's why he was able to quit. Put them 2 weeks in. He got a play job. He make Monopoly money. His wife,
I ain't ashamed to say it. She was.
That's a win, bro. That's a win.
City boys up or country boys up, man. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's a win. Don't do that. Because, hey, listen, my wife was the operations manager at the gym. I was just a part-time personal trainer. Like, she was the bank. I was pretending to have a job.
I help with the weekly bills just because I get a weekly paycheck.
You get bitch, you get an allowance. That's what you get. Your wife got the bills. You get an allowance. She say, honey,
That's sweet.
honey.
That's kind of what my paycheck is. An allowance.
Stone Cold said, baby, what bill to do this week? She looked at him. Why you asking me that?
I got him, baby.
That's why Stone Cold out there eating that box like that. That's why Stone Cold taking that dip out.
The real thing is like I got to pay the daycare on a weekly basis. That's what my paycheck's mainly for.
That's all it's for.
Just because daycare for the two of them is like $400 a freaking week.
A week. Stone Cold, I paid $240. That's incredible, isn't it?
But mind you, my 5-year-old's starting kindergarten, so we're pulling her out of daycare.
Exactly. Yes, I can't wait. My 4-year-old's about to start VPK. She'll start her pre-K rather. She'll go to her pre-K next year.
Those vouchers.
Yeah. No, listen. We just got denied.
What?
We just got denied. We make too much.
Hey, you better apply again. No, we don't.
Hey, I'm over here like, come on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's the system is shot. I make too much money, and my wife has a pretend job. Don't let her hear me say that.
Yeah.
But she is you. She makes enough to pay daycare every week and her car note. That's it. Nothing else. So somehow that means we make too much money to get any sort of assistance with daycare or VPK, all that shit.
Well, I mean, she works with money on a daily basis, so like most of this stuff that they try and explain to you money wise, it goes over my head. So she knows what the hell she's doing.
Yeah. Does she pay all the bills? Do you actually pay? And I don't mean from a financial standpoint. Does she handle the bills though?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured.
Like most of the stuff's in her name just because she knows how to work everything. Do I give her money to help pay the bills? Yes.
Well, yeah. That's what I want to talk about the money side. I just meant that she take care of it. Yeah, because yeah, no, for sure. Daycare is crazy, bro. I pay $240 a week, Mario, and honestly, that's because I got my kids are being watched by a little Mexican lady that live in Illinois. She licensed though. Stone Cold, why you laugh like that? She licensed, Stone Cold. She got daycare out the crib. She's the nicest, greatest person on the face of the earth. My kids love her to death. Her kids love them. She runs the daycare out the house, but it is licensed. It is official. Because of that, it's only $240 a week, and I take it. That's for a baby too, Stone Cold. Think about that. That's for an infant.
Well, I know. I mean, the main cost of that daycare is for my youngest.
Yeah, which is how old? 2.
2. She'll be 3 in May.
So yeah,
it's a toddler-sized infant.
When you talk about a, she's the size of like a 3-year-old going on a 4-year-old. So
yeah,
you could call it that. But both of my kids are gonna be me. They're gonna be giants.
Let me tell you, it's hilarious, right? So we just got this new house, right? We're moving in, and the guy we got it from, he's here. He's talking to Major, and Major just decides out of nowhere he's gonna drop outside with no shirt on and do some push-ups. Okay, it's freezing cold where we are in the Midwest in winter. And the guy's like, "Aren't you cold?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Okay." He said, "You're kind of strong for what are you?" He said, "What are you? 9, 10?" He's like, "I'm 7." He's like, "Holy shit." Hey, Major's small as hell to me. He not that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Major's gonna be big, bro. But it's funny.
I mean, my 5-year-old's almost taller than her 8-year-old cousins.
Yeah, my daughter's almost taller than my wife.
Yeah.
She up.
See, bro, I'm gonna have to talk to Lyric, guys. Lyric don't want to play basketball for real, bro. We'll talk off air.
Yeah, she can't. She can't be in up here. I just deleted Snapchat off the phone. Took away social media. Made a deal with her. Told her I give her. I saw that story where that lady gave that boy $1,800 on his 18th birthday if he stayed off of social media until he was 18. So I deleted it and I said she got a little upset and I was like, "Listen, I'll make a deal with you. because it's nothing you did. I'm doing it for your safety. Yeah. But I make a deal with you. If you stay off social media, I'll pay you $500 a year. Mm-hmm. I'll pay you $500 a year to stay off social media until you graduate high school, which will mean that you will get $3,500 the day you graduate high school just for staying off social media. I give you $3,500.
Ooh, that is she took that deal? Yeah. Oh, she's an idiot.
That's a good deal.
No, it is not.
It's a great deal.
No, the fuck it ain't.
Well, how much longer does she have till that?
I mean, she's 11.
Ooh. 7 years. 7 years. No, you made a hell of a deal.
Listen,
for you,
killing on that.
She made a great deal for her.
She did not.
Let me tell you why she made a great deal for her. Because I could have just said, I ain't paying you shit. You gonna stay off social media, or you ain't gonna have no fucking phone, and you ain't gonna have shit no way.
Yeah, true. I guess that was an option, but that's a horrible deal.
You gotta figure you would really have to be on her, like no laptop, no phone. But then, she has access to her friends' phones and shit.
That's fine. Stone Cold, listen, man. Once your kids get older, you're going to realize, bro, technology is so advanced now. I can get on my phone right now and be on her phone. I can look on my phone right now and see every message she's sending. I can see what app she has open right now. I can see what she's doing right now. I can see how long she's used that app today right now. I can see it all. I can suspend that app while she's in the middle of using it right now. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Listen, if she gets a call or a text and it's after the time I have set in the phone, it come to my phone. Stone Cold.
Oh, I know. I know you could set that shit up like that.
Hey, that boy say, hey, ain't going down, Stone Cold.
I'm only gonna treat my girls like the fucking Flintstones.
Let me tell you something.
They ain't gonna have shit.
I'm not looking forward to the day where I get that you up text that comes to my phone at 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'm be calling that boy. Yeah, I'm up, bruh. What's happening? Yeah, I'm up, bruh. What's happening? Shit. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up.
That's what he sent that text for. He's like, man, shit, it's up.
It's
man.
up.
Who up? You up? Because it's up.
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
And I always say, my name Kodak Black, and I'm like, fuck your white wife. That is stupid. Oh man,
Jimbo.
Yo.
Back, bro.
Yeah, man. I had to use the restroom.
That's what we're going with.
He had to take a shit.
That's what we're going with.
I had to use the restroom, so. Yeah. Like it was an emergency. I had to go.
Wings, beer, football, winners.
That would be K.
Yeah, man. I don't know what he got going on, man.
Yeah, get that guy up out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
What happened?
I don't know. Hooters commercials and shit, loud as fuck.
Ain't me. That's why I'm out on the porch.
Yeah.
I gotta get my charger out of the house, though.
It wasn't me.
Oh.
Go ahead back when I may fuck your white wife. Gun to the knife fight. Burn a lot of money and I smoke a lot of spice.
That's my shit.
Yeah, I can tell. You on that spice bad. Damn.
I'm white.
Hey, that's my shit. That's my shit.
But hearing Brandon say that shit is hilarious, dog.
I know. So here's the fun. You ready for the funniest shit? I hadn't heard it until Brandon.
Oh, I know. I believe it because it was on Barstool.
Yeah, so he got on. He got on it, And then he kept saying it, and I was like, bro, that shit is hilarious. And he's like, yo, you got to see it. And then he sent me the link. And I was like, oh, my God, bro, this shit is hilarious. That shit is funny.
Oh, I'm telling you, dog.
Yeah.
But
we're
that's
outside
it,
his
man. That's
mind.
all we got, man.
Yeah.
We made it to the 2-hour mark. I don't know how. Let's leave before Stone Cold come back, y'all. I am your host, the Hot Take Hooligan Agent K. That's the cannabis analyst Agent J. Stone Cold was gone. He's not here anymore. Fuck that guy. And Jimbo's proposal still